Hi guys, I'm Chelsea, Harlow's mum, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have got a big day for Popcorn. He is having his scope done today. So this is his third scope. So fingers crossed this is the last, or second from last at the worst. But yeah, I'm really praying for some good news today because it hasn't been easy with his ulcers. Like, they've actually got worse over time, and yeah, I'm just hoping now he's on much more powerful treatment that it's going to look a lot better today. And also, as the sports massage lady said the other day, she suggested that Popcorn has some x-rays done on his legs just to rule out arthritis in his hock. She thinks potentially it could be in one of the legs. So I called the vet last week and I said, please, can you bring your x-ray machine with you, because I want to have some images taken of Popcorn's leg just to rule out anything, or to find out, you know, if there is a problem there, if there's arthritis, then we can sort that out. So, and then I also said, please, can you check his teeth, because I just want to, any option, anything we could pick up something that's making him feel uncomfortable, then I want to get that sorted for him. So yeah, I'm just doing the absolute best that I can. And yeah, I'm just really hoping that today is just positive. I feel so bad for him, and he's also not eaten all night, and he looks so sad this morning. So yeah, we're just waiting for the vet to come. He thinks he's going out. Good boy. Come on then, and trot.
3, 2, 1.
Go.
We see him
In a circle?
yeah, on a circle on hard. And do you have time? Could we launch him as well in the arena?
Yes, of course, yep. So,
Go, here we go, a little bit bigger, just go up into trot. Yeah. Take it really steady.
did you think it looks a little bit?
Yeah, he's a bit lame in front.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
But yeah, I suppose he's not really, he's quite short in both of them at the moment. I'll have a look in canter in the arena. See him in trot and canter on the top as well. But you're absolutely right, at his age, to have a bit of hind limb arthritis somewhere that's causing less, making him harder to engage behind and use his powerhouse in the back, is certainly very common. Because he already looks more comfortable on the soft stuff.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
And he seems to be stepping under himself a little bit more. But it's sort of the ultimate test. Like, you know, you would never expect a horse to trot or canter on tarmac in its job anyway, really.
Yep.
Can we have a canter on this rein, please? And can we change the rein? I'm pretty happy with that canter, to be honest. And have a canter when you're ready.
He's like, I feel fine.
Just come back to trot and do another canter transition. Yeah. And can you just do a trot and then to canter transition for me one more time, please? I suppose, yeah, when he strikes off on this rein, he's a little bit more uncomfortable. And I guess he's striking off with his left hind on this rein. Just go once more. Like he's just showing a bit more reluctance and tightness. But certainly not drastically. Okay, just come back and do a couple of trots for me. Yeah. And then we'll finish.
Do you think it's worth x-raying him?
I think, let's see what his stomach looks like.
Okay.
And come back to a halt. I guess for his age, I'm just going to have a feel of his back and everything again. For his age and his way of going, he's not showing me a hugely significant hind limb lameness. I guess if we x-rayed him, we may or may not find something, but whether it's actually causing him pain is another matter, because he certainly could have pain from his blocks that have been there since the day he was born.
You okay there, Popcorn? It's got an itch. Oh, darling, you can have your food soon. So we're going to do the scope now. The vet was, yeah, she was happy with what she's seen. What are you doing, darling? So yeah, let's start this scope. This is the nasty bit. He just wants his breakfast. What's he doing with his lip? Oh, he's going to do the other side now. Yeah, so the vet's just going to decide whether she's going to be doing the x-ray in his leg or not, because she doesn't think it's very significant. So yeah, we're just going to see what the scope says now. So she's just getting her stuff ready just getting the camera ready basically for him. So we can see what's going on. Wish us luck. Do you ever have it where horses have the sedation and they fall over? Not very often.
I'm trying to think. I've had one or two, like really, like yearlings generally.
Oh, very good boy. Darling, good boy.
I'm like, why are we doing this again?
Oh.
Okay, perfect.
We in there?
Yeah. Okay.
I hope they're gone. What do you think? What do you think? Should we have a little guess?
Or do you want to guess before we have
I don't know. Scarlett thinks they've gone. What about you? Yeah.
If he's been behaving better.
He's a very good boy though. He's very tolerant. This is why I'm not quite so sure, because I thought he got better last time.
Okay, do you want to keep pushing it in gradually? We're just doing this
And then...
Yeah, perfect.
Keep going?
Yeah, keep going. I've got a bit of a way to go yet.
Okay. I don't want to do it too fast.
No, you're doing well at the moment.
He's really leaning on my arm.
Good boy. And we should come into the stomach reasonably soon. Keep going. Perfect.
Ooh. I hope he doesn't get a nosebleed on my new outfit.
You've jinxed it now.
Yeah, when did the nosebleed start? I forgot from last time.
It can be now.
It can be now, yeah.
It can be later on when you take it out.
Do you ever have it when you get to a scope and then they've just still got quite a bit of food left in?
Yeah, I have. Some will even, they've been starved for more than 16 hours even.
Really?
That's really good. He's got a lovely empty stomach.
Oh, good.
He gets full marks for starving.
Oh.
Okay, stop there. And just go in a little bit again, just so it past the entrance to the stomach. Okay, cool. So, at first glance we look pretty good. He's got one little bot flow egg there.
Oh.
So we've got the margo plicatus is what's up here at the moment. So you've got the pink line and the sort of redder line. And that looks pretty happy to start with. It's maybe got a little bit of a scar there. Just hang out there and I'm going to wash some of that foam off. I think there's a good improvement. He's still got, can you see these sort of slightly redder areas?
Yep.
Every time I move the scope, which if I was scoping him for the first time, I'd be a bit like, oh no, that's a bit sore.
That bit?
But, yeah, exactly. But considering where he's
Is that an
come
improvement from last
That's
time?
A good improvement.
Really?
So can we keep going in? And I'm just going to have another look at another few parts of his stomach.
Was that the top bit that was the worst bit?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So we're looking at that at the moment, and so I think this area was very red before.
Yep.
And I'd say that's back to normal now, which is really, really good.
Oh,
news.
wow.
Can you keep going in, and we'll have a look at his pylorus? I'm very impressed with his temperament.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's just. I know he's sedated, but he's still
he's
very helpful.
He's a very good boy, isn't he? I know this is why he didn't do himself any favours with the letting us know what was going on. He was just like, yeah, I'm not feeling well, but I'm still going to be a good boy.
So I'm so much happier with the way this area is looking over here. And I guess it's just...
Is this the top part of the stomach?
Yeah, and it's this area here that sort of, to me, is still healing a little bit, but it's nowhere
because
near
it's
as bad.
White?
So
should it be white?
It should be white and not have that quite... You know, see how it's got that kind
crackly.
of crackly appearance?
It shouldn't have so much crackle?
Exactly, it should be more smooth.
Okay.
A bit more like maybe hit this
area. Oh, yeah.
Here. But, to be honest, I'm pretty happy with that.
You don't think what you've seen today would be causing him too much discomfort?
Not considering where we've come from.
Okay.
I guess if I was scoping him for the first time and he was showing really severe signs, I'd say, well, let's see how he goes on some medication. Like I scoped a horse very similar to him the other day, and we were kind of like, oh, do we bother putting him on medication for such mild ulceration?
Oh, really?
And we have in that case because after a couple of weeks there was quite an improvement. So this is this area here, which is nice and white and pale and smooth, exactly.
And then this is what it looked like on the last scope. God, it looked really angry, didn't it? I can't believe it got worse. Why do you think it got worse?
I think we don't really understand exactly why these things happen. Certainly, if you're not getting adequate acid suppression from whatever omeprazole they're on for whatever reason, then you can see, I guess, increases in the acidity in the stomach as well, and that could be what's causing it to get worse.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hoping that the omeprazole he's on now is actually working much better for him and actually getting rid of that high acid thing there. Yeah, sort of crater-like appearance here, but I would say it's not quite so bad, and we're not getting quite so much of these, really reddened areas here along the margin applicatus. Got a much more regular appearance along this line.
Yeah, nice and smooth.
Exactly. So I'd say a good improvement from last time, particularly in this area.
Yeah.
Which I'm really, really pleased about. Still a couple of very, very mild areas that maybe I think he would benefit from maybe another 2 weeks or so of treatment.
I think so.
And trying to look at reducing the medication slowly.
Yeah.
But overall, much happier with the way.
Yeah, amazing. Some
So that's a
positive
good
news
thing.
finally.
It's been long enough.
It has been a long time. So Popcorn's having his teeth looked at now. He did have them done in July, but I just want them to be checked over, make sure everything's okay.
I mean, overall they feel very good. They're still very smooth, which is good. Just having a bit of feel of the top ones. I've got one tiny area just at the very, very back on both top ones. It's a little bit sharp, which I might just round the edges off that one.
Yep.
But overall they're very, very good.
Oh, brilliant.
So if you didn't have that sharp bit, I'd say leave it alone. But I think I'd feel bad if I left it there.
We might as well while he's
sedated.
sedated. Yeah.
Just get my dental kit out.
Popcorn's having the works. Just not having the X-ray today. No. One less thing. So because Popcorn's had the ulcers once, does it make him more prone to having them, again in a year or two even?
I guess I would certainly never rule out them recurring, which is why I would always recommend still managing them with a very careful diet and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because we just don't want to...
Yeah, just be really mindful.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And it seems that some horses, they could be on the worst management in the world, but they never seem to get them.
Yeah.
Horses, even on perfect management, will have a recurrence.
So what about if we are doing a long distance travelling, or is there anything that we can do?
I suppose there's things like making sure they always have something to eat when they're travelling, a bit like before they would be exercising.
But is there anything like, you know, like you can get like Karma and or stuff like that? Is there nothing that you can...
I suppose I know some horses where we do have them on omeprazole if we know they've got a show coming up.
Oh, do they?
So we kind of put them back onto some kind of medication because we know they're having like a high risk time.
Or just a couple of, just for a day or two?
Yeah, exactly. So either we might give them, if they've got like a 4-day show that they're going to, we might give them an omeprazole injection, say on the Thursday or the Friday, because we know they're going to be high risk over the weekend. Or you could have them on the paste, say, in a day or two leading up to the show and then at the show. So you know you've got a bit more protection there.
Yeah.
But it's sort of very horse dependent.
Oh, we're finished with you now, Popcorn. We're finished. So Popcorn is ready for his breakfast now. The vet has finished, and yeah, such amazing news. I couldn't be happier. She said the ulcers are 90% gone. Yes, I've just made his breakfast, which is pink mash, and he has anti-lamb. And he's now on a supplement because he's not having his 16 tablets a day. So we're now replacing that with Exegus, which is a vet prescribed supplement that they want him to be on. So yeah, he's on 3/4 of a scoop twice a day. Yeah, so this is his breakfast, and I'm sure he's been very happy because he must be such a hungry boy. There you go. You hungry boy? He's thinking, what are those things at on the top there? He's making me laugh how he's going around those little pellets. You're a cheeky boy. So Popcorn's just having his breakfast now, and I'm just so pleased with how today has gone. I asked the vet if Popcorn was ulcer free or not, and she said that he's 90% ulcer free. He just got 10%, a little bit left. So yeah, I couldn't be more pleased with the result, as I was a little bit skeptical about how everything was going to be because I thought they'd gone on the last scope. So yeah, I just really needed this good news today. I couldn't be happier. So he's had one more injection today because she said just carry it on, let's do 2 more injections, and she think they'll be completely gone. Let's not do any more scopes. So he hasn't got to go through that again. So he had an injection today, and then he's having another one in a week's time. And then he's now not on the tablets, so we're going to start taking him off of those as of today. And that's being replaced with a supplement called Exegus, which the vet has prescribed us. So he's going to be on that in 2 feeds per day, and that will help. And then once he's had his second injection, he will then start on the omeprazole paste, which he started on the first treatment, but it will just mean that we can like wean him off of the omeprazole, and it's not like a big shock that he's gone from loads of treatment to nothing, and then that can cause them to come back. So yeah, and I've heard that they can come back like with a vengeance if you just completely go like drop the treatment completely. So yeah, we're just finally we're near the finish line now, and yeah, I'm so happy that I know that he's going to be feeling more comfortable. And you were such a good boy today. You were such a good boy. Honestly, he's just amazing. So good with the vet. Everyone always says like what a sweetie he is. She said you were a very good patient today, and he was. He's so sweet. But yeah, I'm so happy that everything's looking good. This boy is nearly ulcer free. Just 10% left to go. So yeah, 2 weeks they should be completely gone, because he's done 4 weeks on injection. So yeah, 2 more weeks, half of the time of that again, that they're 100% going to be gone, because they were bad. They were really, really bad on that last scope. And I showed you the clips of what they look like. So it looks completely different. So yeah, I couldn't be couldn't be happier. I'm so can't wait to tell Harlow as well how it all went today. But yeah, thank you for watching, and yeah, hopefully no more ulcer videos. I think that this is the end of it.
As some of you know, we've been having a lot of saddle issues lately, and I've been riding bareback quite a lot. But today we're finally going to be having a saddle fitter come out, and we're hopefully, fingers crossed, going to get a new saddle. I just want a GP jumping saddle that I can do everything with. But anyways, let's not waste any time and let's go straight to it.
What we really want this pony to do is, can you see here at the minute, there's a little bit of a dip here?
Yeah.
What we'd really like him to do is this to come a little bit wider, and
Yeah,
all of this come up a bit
we're just
stronger.
bringing him back into work, so he hasn't got that much
I think he looks
muscle.
stronger than he did last time I came, so I think the ulcers probably had a really good hand in that. Yeah. I think it's classic of ulcers.
Does it need to come like that a bit?
Yeah, it will just come out here a little bit wider. So I suspect if you look at any of the other ponies here, some of them are really wide, like Cobb's are really super wide here. At the minute, which makes him look like he's got quite a big wither, but actually it's more the muscle than it is his skeleton, as it were.
Yeah.
So that's the same saddle, much smaller. That's a whole inch smaller.
Oh wow.
In a 15.5 inch. So you can see the flap of that's much shorter. But this is they do a saddle that's half and half. So Thorogood, Kenton Masters and Fairfax are all the same company.
What's that one there?
So this is a Thorogood. So this is half leather, half synthetic. So it's what makes a company really good, in that you've got 3 different price brackets really, and 3 different finishes of the material. So this one, as I say, is half leather, half synthetic. Do you just pop your head up? Can you just gently push his head up?
Oh, book on.
Yeah, that. But the difficulty is that for her right now will fit her little body quite nicely. This is a different, so same tree, but much wider. So this has got a much wider bar. So can you see it then drops it low?
Yeah.
So that's got an extra wide bar, and so all we need to do with that is change that to a narrower bar. Yeah. So this is a different saddle. So this is what they call their long leg saddle. So you get a longer flap on it than a standard. The problem is their standard flap is very straight and quite short, which if she jumps, I think her little knees will come over the front of it.
Yeah.
So I think that's, have you got your old saddle still here, or is that at home?
No.
Could you grab your old saddle?
Kenton Master saddle.
Yeah, I think that's what that is a pony club one. What's worrying me with this is whether or not I think the panel's stretched in it, which is what's making it drop out to the left.
Yeah.
Did you find she dropped you left in the Prestige? No, not the Prestige, the one at the Keep you were buying. Did you find that dropped you?
No.
So that's set straight.
Yeah.
So I think it probably is. So he's flattened the left of that quite interestingly. Yeah. So I wonder if again that's something amiss somewhere. Yeah, I think it was overflopped a little bit on the left.
Yeah.
But that's what I think stretched the panel. I think the left was a little bit overflocked, so the panel's now, the leather's loose.
Yeah.
So then the flocking now, even with the reflock, doesn't sit right at the front. But we'll know in a minute if they sit straight or if they sit to the left.
Yeah.
I don't even know you're on there. It's like,
Other way.
Is she on? Is she not on?
I feel like I'm in jockey stirrups.
That looks good, doesn't it, Harlow?
Yeah, it feels really nice.
So I do wonder if the jump actually right now is going to feel a wee bit tight on the back of that shoulder. But oh no, in a second. I think that's going to work out. He's not going to like me now.
He isn't actually doing anything with you.
Good. We're friends. We're friends now. We've made friends.
Friends.
Do those blocks feel okay? Because the other really clever thing about this saddle is you can move the blocks up and down. So
Yeah, they do feel okay.
like this?
I'm used to having them a bit more out here, because with the dressage saddle it's a bit more
really
like that.
big, isn't it?
Yeah, but when I probably get more used to gripping to the saddle, it'll probably be a little bit more tighter in there.
That's good. Okay. How does that feel for you, Harlow?
It feels good.
Yeah? Do you feel you've got enough room for your leg at the front here?
Yeah, I could definitely
You can balance it.
go like that.
Yeah.
Is this a GP or a jumping?
So that's the GP.
Cool.
I think we need to sit you in the jump, because I think where your legs are long, it'd be
I
interesting
do tend
see.
to put my legs back a bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I was going over the jump that my...
Yeah, so it's whether by doing that it allows your leg to come up, or not. So hop off that one. Let me try. I'm going to try the little jump.
He's actually frothing in the mouth a bit, Mum. Yeah. Yeah, look.
He's a very good boy.
I can see he's doing a bit of an outline for you as well.
Yeah.
You look quite happy in that.
Feeling a little bit happier, yeah. He's been actually...
I think also he felt a bit more flexible.
Right.
We're just trying another saddle. Good boy, he's actually...
So this is the same company, just a different saddle.
Yeah.
But this is the little jump saddle. So it'll be interesting now to see where your legs sit in this
Okay.
against the little GP. Hello. Weirdly, that saddle as it stands there does sit slightly further forwards, but I think the girth point's a little bit further forwards. Okay, have a little walk and then we'll check your girth before we trot.
He does seem to be putting his head up. Oh!
What he's telling us that he doesn't like. You just come back to hold for me.
He
So you felt the front of the other one.
Yeah.
A little feel of the front of this one. There's a tight point. Hang on, just stand him square because he's not stood right. Oh, baby, go back then.
when he shows, he just naturally stands square and he's like...
Breathe. So if you just pop your hand in the front of that and feel the difference.
Well, that's much tighter.
Much tighter, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Where he's got that hollow, the minute we go a little bit more forward cut, it just gives us like a tight edge to it.
I don't necessarily like that.
But
Also, I
think that's what
felt-
makes him go almost a bit bridle lame. He then shortens up. It's really interesting. And
Also, I felt him not want, like, he wasn't as willing to stretch.
no, absolutely right. There is a third. I just need to change the gullet in.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do, pop back in that first one for a minute to keep him moving.
Cool. We're just waiting to change the saddle for the third time, but Popcorn's just following me. Hey, oh, you're going quite speedy now. Yeah. I love you. Love you. This way. Good boy. Nice up. Good boy. I'm going to do 3 loop serpentine. So then we go over here. Yeah, should we do a 4 loop serpentine or a 3 loop serpentine? Let's do 4 loop serpentine.
So it's a 16-inch long leg, pony club long leg. So it just gives you a slightly longer.
The first one.
Sorry?
Didn't like the first one.
Yeah. So
I can't get the
first
stirrup
one
leather on.
This is the long leg, so it's got a slightly longer, slightly more forward flap. So it may well give us a very nice in between
Oh, great.
of the two. So we'll try it. So
Same size seat.
and
Oh,
it's half
an
inch big. That one was a 50.5. The same as the size as the first.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to make them all like for like, so you can really feel the difference, and he then will tell you which one he likes. Come on, you little buddy.
Oh, he's already going stretching and I'm not even asking him. Honestly, I can't really tell the difference. This one does feel a bit more like supportive.
For your leg.
Yeah.
What was the difference again?
The flap leg is longer. than this
Longer.
one. But as I say, if you feel the front of this
What
one.
difference would that make? Oh, so much.
Do you want to get sandal over it?
Yeah, a tiny bit more forward cut. The beauty of this saddle over the first one, which may well help you, is, which I do a little trick, is if I just swing your leg forwards for me for a bit, you can take these back blocks. This comes with a front and a back block, whereas the other one just comes with a front.
Okay.
I quite often swap these over for little dinky people. Oh God, sorry, nearly pushed over.
It's fine.
For little dinky people, I quite often switch them over.
Like me.
Put your leg in.
Oh, it's a lot more
Feel
secure.
how your left leg, you've got a bit more block than your right leg. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Does the left leg feel better?
Which was
Yeah, this one feels like, because like,
Does it feel a bit more weight?
if I go like that, this one's like coming back and like doing that.
her knee.
Oh, keep the leg more still.
Just plops, yeah, just plops her leg in it a little bit more. Let's swing you up again. I'll try not to push you off.
Can't really tell the difference, but I can't see the difference, but I can feel the
it, yeah,
difference.
absolutely. It's quite a big difference, the 2 blocks. But that's the beauty of it. It is adjustable in every dimension. You know, you can move the blocks, you can adjust the flocking, you can adjust the gullets. It is a very, very adjustable saddle, which, yes, he's 15 years old, so skeletally he's not going to change, but he's had ulcers. So his muscle tone is definitely going to change because he will be absorbing food and doing everything a lot better, but his muscle should change. So it's a saddle that we can adjust to him. But equally, that feels nice on the front as well. Okay, have a little canter around
muscles
now.
up in a couple of months' time. You just come back out and you can just adjust it.
Is it, which one's this?
Sure.
Which one's this?
First one.
This is the very first one.
The GP one?
Yes. Well, they're both GPs, just one's got a long flap than the other.
Oh God, we're gonna have to put the other one back on.
All I would say is there's more growing room in the other one than there is in this one.
Okay.
So if you're really not sure the difference, then I would say that
I mean, I like both. I can't tell the difference.
the other one will give her longer because the flap's longer. And a bit.
Which one do you think he prefers?
I think he looks the same in both, in all honesty. I think he looks perfectly happy in both.
He just did not like that
No,
brown
he just
one.
like the jump. It's quite good to know that, though, that that's his tail.
So this is the beautiful Kent and Masters Pony Club saddle that we've gone for. It's really, really good. Popcorn really seemed to like it as well. He was actually stretching a bit more, which was very good for him. But I'm just going to undo his girth. Also, this isn't the leathers that are going to come with it. These are just some old leathers of our old GP saddle. Oh, this is a lovely cover up. Oh, do we need to take the stirrups off?
Did you want the stirrups off?
Yeah, it's the other saddle.
Which one was on for? Oh.
What do you mean for that one?
We've just told everyone that we went for this.
You're gonna have to stick on another saddle. No, well, it looks the same. It looks the same, but the one you've gone for is slightly longer.
This isn't actually the saddle. I got a bit confused. We've got a different one that's going to last me a bit longer. The one I'm going for is the same style, but it's just got a longer flap, so it's down here. So we've finally found Popcorn's brand new beautiful saddle. I'm so, so happy that, you know, we've just finally found it. And the saddle fitter said that he didn't show any signs of discomfort, which was really, really good. And you know what? Now it means that I don't have to keep on riding bareback. Oh, you thirsty boy. Yeah, but I just can't wait to get out and, you know, have some adventures now with the right saddle, and with Popcorn's ulcers getting better, we're finally on the road to recovery. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.